sit down, sit down. Silence, please, silence. Translate silence.
Mindenki jön le és legyen csendben.
Yes. Hello, lady. The mother and daughter stay there. You come here. You stay there. Front of this. Here. There. You can stay there. There. That's okay. Yeah, you mother and daughter stay there. Dosa, stay here. Dosa, come up. Stay there. Oh, illegal. Stay there more. Okay, Dosa, stay there more. Hello. Okay. You used to stay here a little bit. It's too much gap there. Father, stay. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Settle down, please. Don't move. Settle down. Sit down. Yes. Here is a little bit too crowded. Yeah. Okay. Sound good there. Okay. No, it's very fine. The sitting position must be very good. No? So, today is again a wonderful day. This morning, all the Sangha, all the resident Dharma practitioners in Mahamudra Meditation Center, including the guest students, you already practiced 21 Holy Mother Tara. You pray a fire ceremony plus the breathing yoga from 7 to 9, and 9 to 10 you had your breakfast, and then 10:30 to 12 o'clock you already practiced the Buddha Amitayu's original long sadhana. So now, in this is noon now, and at 12 o'clock, I come here to give you oral transmission of Papa Tsetani here, Father Mepa, Tipachemba Hechavendo, we also call it Tendo Sesong. It's a long life sutra, with the long mantra, which is blessed by countless Buddhas, countless Bodhisattvas, countless long life deities and long life angels, So this Papa Tsetani here, Padme Bahechawa, Tipachimodo, I give you, I read in front of you, so you receive the oral transmission of this sutra of long life, original sutra of long life. But the mantra is, since long time you already recite the mantra. During when we make fire ceremony, any important sadhana and practice, prayer, we always, I introduce the long life mantra since many years. All of you already memorize, you already know this. No? So you can simply, silently recite the long life mantra, which you already memorize, you already know it. And during when I am making this reading of the Papa Tsetani here, during when I read this text, this original sutra of long life, you all recite silently, not without sound. So make sure that you hear this oral transmission. After hearing this loud and clear, only then you get the permission, oral transmission permission to practice and read this text in future, So you recite the long life mantra silently, and then same time focus and hear the sound of reading of Papa Tsetani here, Padme Bahechawa Tripachimodo. You listen to it, okay? So this is our long life practice today. Long life oral transmission blessing, long life blessing, long life oral transmission reading, which is dedicated for the long life and good health for all of you, and long life and good health for all the great masters, great spiritual leaders. Long life for all the great beings who want to bring peace and happiness for whole humanity, and who want to help this world free from war, free from conflict, free from disaster, free from coronavirus. All the great leaders, both political leaders and spiritual leaders, religious leaders, and many countless peace-loving human beings who are giving their heartfelt contribution to protect this world, to bring peace, unity, and brotherhood of all religion and all humanity. These great beings all must live long, no? All must enjoy perfect health and enjoy long life, so that they have enough time to protect our world and to bring peace, unity, and brotherhood of all religion and all humanity, and also same time to benefit all mother sentient beings without missing one single of them. Okay, so this which I'm reading, dedicated for the good health, long life, and great success for all the peace-loving, peace-bringing political leaders, religious leaders, spiritual leaders, and all the divine beings, you know, all peace-loving divine beings who want to bring peace, unity, and brotherhood of all religion, you know. So we pray for their long life, for their great health, and for their success, you know. All right. So before you hear this oral transmission, you should make the long life and the bodhicitta prayer. And refuge in bodhicitta prayer, last time I already told you. It is already in the Guru Rinpoche Guru Yoga, no, the long one. It is there or not? The refuge prayer and this bodhicitta prayer, you must know, memorize in your mind, in your language and also in Tibetan language. So now I am reading this for all of us, you know, as preparation, practice, which is said to practice refuge prayer and also practice the bodhicitta divine attitude and with prayer. And then after that, I will read the oral transmission of Long Life Sutra, you know, all right. So I make prayer, whether you can follow or not, doesn't matter. You know, I make the preparation prayer, okay? Yes.
Yamze choke koto nye bima jone yeso da koto kanda mambe koto kike jeso da ke chengen lao jere yeso son guru bima sede honga nye yuke no san san bima kesara tombola Yamze choke koto nye bima jone yeso da Koda kanda mambe kora cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so Guru bema sede hong hong nye yuke no chan sam Bema kesa tombo la yamze choke ngoja nye Bema jane yeso ra koda kanda mambe kora cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so Guru bema sede Honga nye yuke no chan sam bima kesa tombo la Yamse choke ngoja nye bima jone yeso ra koda kanda mambe kora cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so Guru bema sede honga nye yuke no chan sam bima kesa tombo la Yamse choke ngoja nye bima jone yeso dhamre Bima june yeso da koto kanda mambe kora cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so Guru bema sede honga nye yuke no chan sam bima kesa tombo la Yamse choke ngoja nye bima june yeso da koto kanda mambe cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so Guru bema sede honga nye yuke no chan sam bima kesa tombo la Yamse choke ngoja nye bima june yeso da koto kanda mambe dang rinzen chung top yamse kora cheche jeso dhamre ke chenye lam jere yeso so ne chong le re chima Yuzhok nang la ye kora ke na mo ne mo se sel Chodang de mo close your eyes tiga close your eyes Chodang de mo rozo kora ne mo se de honga nye yuke no chan sam bima kesa tombo la Yamse choke ngoja nye bima june yeso da koto kanda mambe kora cheche jeso dhamre chenye lam jere yeso so ne chong le re chima la yuzhok nang la ye Keda long de mo se sel chodang de mo rozo Surwa tongne bro kora chenye lo kamsum chola ke kora chenye Gugu sangye do kora chenye lo jalu kajo kora chenye Oma om bezang guru bema tongting zal bezo samayan za sede bala om Ome om bezang guru bema tongting zal bezo samayan za sede bala om Ome om bezang guru bema tongting zal bezo samayan za sede bala om Ome om bezang guru bema tongting zal bezo samayan za sede bala om
If you know the refuge prayer in your language, you read it from your mind silently. And I'm reading the refuge prayer in Tibetan language, so you can read in your mind. Okay, refuge prayer is necessary before you get the oral transmission.
lu ma le jiu wa gang su da ting de dan be ju ji chen de ji nian ba ran de ba tam jin de ye ye lo ye ge dang lu dang de jin ge zhi bu ma da dang ne ye ge na ma dang ro wa gun ye chang de ma ji zang ba tam ji ge do da ge chu de to zhang zhu zhou de dou ji ba ren bo ji sa la de tam ji ge sem ba le ge de la gang sem ba la ja we chu ji ren ba ne de la gang sem ba la ja we chu ji ren ba a ne po ba zhen ya ce dang yi xie bao de me ba me bian do xie cha wa.
Oh, now you recite the long life mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Aparimita, this one, silently, and hear the oral transmission, and receive the blessing of long life, and also the oral transmission. Danish, please.
Hogy most magunkban recitáljuk a hosszú élet mantrát, az Om Namo Bhagavate mantrát, ami a tűzszertartásban is benne van, és közben hallgassuk a hosszú élet szutrájának a szóbeli átadását.
Om Jagara Kedo Arya Paramita Hayana Nama Mahayana Sutra Pukedo Papa Chetan Yeshe Pada Meba Shesha Va Tekpa Chenpunda Sanje Dang Changchu Senpa Tamche La Changcha Lo Nike Dake Tepa Duchen Na Chumden Den Nyeyo Na Gyabu Gyalche Ye Salam Gume Sijin Ye Gunga Ravana Kenong ke kende chenpo dang changchu senpa senpa chenpo rabdo mangpo dadang topchik du hyukde tenne mingchum dende jewen chambla hyundo jirba la gazalba chambla tingge chona jik denge kamyon den bado meba ye shawa she yude tena de yen hyukba chachamba yam tabran zogbe sanje Sedam yishe bado meba hindo nambrenge basib ji ji jirbo ye shawa hyozo chen chen jing che tar chimbra hyede Semchen nam la shu jang chen dan do jang le kan do jirba nyun chen zambo lenge semchen nam ne che tong wa lo ja to ba ya da de da le jang pa chen ne du ma yin ba che ba de do jang le semchen kan da de yin hi ba che dang ye ba de me ba de ye yun de dang ga ba jirba yu sun jo ba ye je be chu chen nam da de ye ge jam ye ge din chu gam min zam nyan nam lo ba ne lu ma la de de kim na chang ge ba do che dang那多当不当啊，成华当、秋华当、前马那解决不了，就是话的，他给谁用说谁把的老了样吃了，家头不能牛肉，讲不了生钱讲的，这东西些包的面把很多，那不能给把实际就不才能，才家咋些把头不了，就是话的，他给谁用那不能陪玩牛肉，生钱讲的，才用说谁干了，才样讲不了，就是话的，他给谁用那不能陪玩牛肉。Jablo de damana rike pama ganga da chen bron de ba de yin hi ba che dang yi ge ba de me ba de ye chen kya za ge yin nam yi ge ren de am yi ge ren de jo gam lo bo ji ba da ge yun de dang le bo ji wa ne da ye no om namo bhagavate apare me da yun je na su be ne chi da den zo ran zai da dang ga da ya ara de sun ya silently I told you Om Namo Bhagavate Apare Metta Yogena Subene Chita Denzo Ranzai Tatanga Daya Arade Sanya Sambodaya Daya Dam Pune Pune Maha Pune Apare Metta Pune Apare Metta Pune Jana Sambhara Vajite Om Sarva Sankara Pare Yude Dharmade Gagana Samongate Sambhava Bhikade Mahanaya Pare Varaya Sova Anjabla Dushin Yikpe Senja Sache Vajata Kamala Yigri Pyame Yigande Chokam Nigongla de Kina Shang, Lopra Kina says about it, so Jata Parajoro, and then he put a young to Yen Bas about them maybe. Sanji Jing, Jitanya Kamu, and then bought them about Super Javarajoro, Namam Bhagavate, Abaremeta, Yongana, Supenage, and Zoranzai. Totanga Yara, the Sanya Sambuda, Dodiata, Hombone, Bonema, Bone, Abaremeta, Bone, Jana Sambara, Wajit, Sarva Sankara, Bareket. Tamate Gagana Samonga de Sambawan Bigyo de Mahane Pore Vore Sova Yangante Sanje Shirap Shivata Kuju Kumbaji Danyaji Chetan Bottom Bendo de Sonso, no Bhagavata Parameta, Yenas Benizat, Nangade, Artesam Buddha, Tadia, Pune, Pune, Mahapune, Pune, Pune, Yana Sambarajde. umsoro samgara pari kita dramade gana samanga de sambao me ken mane parvare so yang de sanje jewa ta ki ju ta ye kong ba jin yang ji cetan ye pa pe no de song so no ba da parameda yen so ni jita no de tatna de ata samya sambade ta ya dam pone pone ma pone pone jana samaro jite umsoro samgara pari kita dramade gana samanga de sambao me ken mane parvare so yang de sanje jewa ta tunju so de kong ba jin yang ji cetan ye pa pe no de song so no ba da parameda yen so ni jita no de ata samya sambade Todiodam pune pune mahapune aparmede pune jhana smarushite umsara sankara parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so ayam de sanje chevada tujuzanga kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune Jnana Samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so ayam de sanje chevada tujuzanga kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune Jnana Samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so ayam de sanje chevada tujuzanga kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune Jnana Samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so yang de sanje chevada sunjo za ruge kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune Jnana Samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so yang de sanje chevada nizange kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Todiodam pune pune mahapune aparmede pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so yang de sanje chevada kangelung chui shimani ji kumbajine yanche cetan ye patve bendo de sonso Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Todiodam pune pune mahapune aparmede pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de ye gerete jogam Chona Tese Bala Cello Yatopara Jude Tang number Paran Europe no Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune Jnana Samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung ye patve bendo de igante jona de sanje nyalwa chuzungge jene da hinji de namdo yang kyora men jode namdo yang ngame komba kyora men joro kana de jebe jeba tamje temple joro no Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante jogan juna Tejoje kumboje de ketong de renjo paran joro Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Tathagata Arte Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante juna Tejoje kumboje de ketong chetu padang arabdane parchabaye Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Subhane Jita Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante ngate Senne Pangaya Yonso Chamaran Joro Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Gadayata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante jona Te Pipambor Ratsaya Yonso Chamaran Joro Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Todagata Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante jona Tela Tudang Tuki Rege Ladang Mujin Dang Simbu La Zai Yang La Nyebra Mingyuro Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna Todagata Arte Samya Sambhade Taryata Pune Pune Mahapune Aparmede Pune jnana samarushite Om Sarva Sankara Parikita tamade gana samukada sambambhik Mahanda parivare so kangelung cetan ye patve bendo de igante jona Techive Tuje Zetse Sanje Chevada Puchu Zaga Ngosundo Long Temperance de Sanje Tonge de la Chakyamar Juro Sanje Hing de Doran Zeparan Jordan de la Tesumdan Somni da Yinima Jeje Om Namo Bhagavate Parameda Jnana Samudaya Tornazayatna 도당가다야다 선지상보다 다디야다 분해 하분해 아버는 분해 냐나 스머르시대 엄스로 성가라 버리기도 들어가대 그거나 성가 선보면 이놈만에 버려서 강다 세상 이해 받으면 되는데 이게 좀 이해되주나 결보 정보 희대 체견도 당행 송화다 잡아는 바와 제번 여러 없는 거다 버리면 아기는 스머지다 되는 사이 도당가다야다 선지상보다 다디야다 분해 하분해 아버는 분해 냐나 스머르시대 엄스로 성가라 버리기도 들어가대 그거나 성가 선보면 비교도만에 버려서 그것에서 나의 받으면 돈데 이거 좀 인정해 줍나. 대티긴 바오 받으면 매배 상지 행직된 감. 대화 진도 개발은 여러 없는 거 다 버리면 아이는 스미지다 좀 돼야 되는 거 같아. 스미 선보대. 도디어다 보내 야나서 모르시대. 엄서로 성가라 버리게 되면 이거는 성가 좀 베기만해. 버려서 사조 강도도 대 공정대 저와 대비해서 저 대양 초대도 여러 조송계 진행소송에 자당이다. 강다게 나남도 잡으러지러 왔다 담제 만남에 봐야 답안서에 장집도 몸을 상자버려지러 오는 거다 버리면다 이제는 소리다 들어도야 다들 앞에서 선보다 대다 보내 아버는 야는 버리지도 무슨 성걸 버리게 들면 되는 성걸 선보 베기 만에 버려서 소아강 강이 전화에 받는 데 잠이 이간 되잖아 대라 품이게 대품이기로서 난도 저러면 여러 오늘 보고다 버리면다 이제는 소리다 들어도 야다가 되었으니 선보다 다리다 보내 하분해 아버는 야는 버리지네 없어 성걸 버리게 들면 돼 그거나 성걸 선보에 만에 버려서 그래서 나이 받으면 돼 이게 강지 전화에 받으면 매배 추제 남당대 제를 그렇게 빠는 증바 전나대 동심제 동심지 되니까 림보제 나도제 용서 간대 증바를 여러 너무 보고 아버면 아이는 스미지다 들어대 도당가대 어디서 선보대 다리야다 보내 아버는 하나 스미지 대음으로 성들 버리게 들어가대 그러나 성을 선바 베기 만에 버려서 강라라 예추제 남당대라 초바제 버리러 와대 담배쇼 다다로 초바제만 여러 너무 보고 아버면 아이는 스미지다 들어대 도당가대 어디서 선보대 도디어다 보내 아버는 하나 스미지 대음으로 성을 버리게 들어가대 그러나 성을 선바 베기 만에 버려서 지도대변나 디게 희반나 버려서 당수로 전당 탐지교당 오퍼레설 당세도 당 오송다 향자도 발라 소발 림보제나 되게 초바제에서 남제 풍부 제네 장원되기 처나이게 빠던 매배서 남제 제네 장원하면 내서 없는 보고 다 버립니다 이게는 스미지다 돈도 했던 거 되어 됐으면 선배 도디어다 보내 아버는 하나 스버르지 때 앞서 성그라 버리게 되면 되거나 성그라 선바 베기 만에 버려서 대다대 브레나는 것이 공부를 얘기하고 합상동대 지마시 무슨 풍부센 장원되기 서나이게 빠버는 데서 남제 풍부 체는 장원하면 내서 없는 보고 다 버립니다 이게는 스미지다 돈도 했던 거 되어 됐으면 선배 도디어다 보내 하나 스버르지 때 앞서 성그라 버리게 되면 되거나 성그라 선바 베기 만에 버려서 대다대 브레나 자소 제거기 주용서 강에 대발에 장원되기 서나이게 빠버는 손는지 공부센 장원하면 내서 없는 보고 다 버립니다 이게는 스미지다 돈도 했던 거 되어 됐으면 선배 도디어다 보내 하나 스버르지 때 앞서 성그라 버리게 되면 되거나 성그라 선바 베기 만에 버려서 강에 전화에 대해 빠버는 도대대 이간장 이게 저가 땅도 제대 초바 제버기로 와대 조조 상제지 힘 탐제도 되게 힘바 탐제라 샤제바 초바 제바 이노 엄동 보고다 버는다 이는 스미지다 돈도 야다는 거다 스미야 상보다 따지다 보내 아버는 야나 선버지대 와서 성그라 버리게 되는데 그러나 성을 선배만 버려서 진비도 제사장한다 밤에 있으면 진비도 인지제 주인주만 진비도 제사장 발완료 저런도 제사장한다 밤에 있으면 저런도 인지제 종제주관의 저런도 제사장 발완료 소비도 제사장한다 밤에 생겨서 소비도 동네 인지제 종제주관의 소비도 제사장 발완료 준주도 제사장한다 밤에 생겨 준주도 동네 인지제 종제주관의 준주도 제사장 발완료 선대도 제사장한다 밤에 생겨 선대도 인지제 종제주관의 선대도 제사장 발완료 이거로 제사장한다 밤에 생겨 이거로 인지제 이제 진짜 동전을 좀 봐나 시로도 제 사용 배워는 여러분 너무 거 아버면 아이는 스미지다 저는 했던 거 알았으면 선배 도디어도 보내 야나 선버지다 무슨 선배 버리게 들어가대 그거는 선배 선배에게는 많네 버려서 좀 되는데 되게 제가 잘네 저번에 견은 줄 봐나 통지동 때문에 거기다 하다면 하마이는 쓰러지면 이는데 좀 되는데 이제 송화랑 버려도 봐봐 나이게 받으면 봐 해줘 특보하신 분도 so this is oral transmission of the original
Mahayana Sutra of long life, you know. So you got our transmission. You all are blessed to have a good health, long life, and to have a meaningful life with a great spiritual success, achieving inner peace and freedom, and also achieve great liberation. You see? And this oral transmission reading is dedicated for the long life, all the great enlightened great masters who still are living, no? And for the long life and the great success of all the great leaders, spiritual leaders, all the political leaders, all the peace-loving human beings who practice holy dharma, who are very spiritual, who also want to bring peace, unity, and the brotherhood of all religion, who want to protect our world and bring peace and unity of all humanity, and who also work for the liberation of all mother sentient being. So this long life sutra reading, oral transmission is dedicated for everyone's long life, for everyone's good health, and for everyone's spiritual success of achieving great liberation, and also protecting our world, and also liberating all mother sentient being, benefiting all mother sentient being. You know? So you are absolutely blessed, no? All right? Hello? Sleeping? Okay. Then you are all absolutely blessed, you know? So now we together recite the mantra, long life mantra. We all know it. Today we got the oral transmission of the original sutra, Mahayana Sutra of longevity. No? So now we can recite long life mantra together now, okay?
Om Namo Bhagavate Abharamidaya Jnana Sudene Jitade Zoranzaya Tadangataya Arate Samya Sambudaya Yoda Om Pune Pune Mahapune Abharamida Pune Abharamida Pune Jano Sambara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Bharishude Dharmate Kagana Samogade Sambhava Nishude Mahana Vare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Abharamidaya Jnana Sudene Jitade Zoranzaya Tadangataya Arate Samya Sambudaya Tayada Om Pune Pune Mahapune Aparamita Pune Aparamita Pune Jana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Pare Yude Dharmade Gagana Samangat Sambhava Meshude Manaya Pare Vara Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamita Ayojana Sudene Jitade Zoranzaya Tadangataya Arate Samya Sambudaya Tayada Om Pune Pune Mahapune Aparamida Pune Aparamida Pune Jnana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Parishude Dharmade Gagana Samogade Sambhava Meshude Mahanaya Pare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamida Jnana Sudene Jitade Zoranzaya Tadangataya Arate Samya Sambudaya Tayada Om Pune Pune Aparamida Pune Aparamida Pune Jnana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Parishude Dharmade Gagana Samogade Sambhava Meshude Mahanaya Pare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamida Jnana Sudene Jitade Zoranzaya Samya Sambudaya Tayada Pune Pune Mahapune Aparamida Pune Aparamida Pune Jnana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Parishude Dharmade Gagana Samogade Sambhava Meshude Mahanaya Pare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamida Jnana Sudene Jitade Samya Sambudaya Tayada Pune Pune Mahapune Aparamida Pune Aparamida Pune Jnana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Parishude Dharmade Gagana Samogade Sambhava Meshude Mahanaya Pare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamida Jnana Sudene Jitade Tadangataya Samya Sambudaya Tayada Pune Pune Mahapune Aparamida Pune Aparamida Pune Jnana Sambhara Vajide Om Sarva Sangara Parishude Dharmade Gagana Samogade Sambhava Meshude Mahanaya Pare Vare Yeso Om Namo Bhagavate Aparamida Jnana Sudene Jitade Tadangataya Samya Sambudaya Ayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham no Bhagavata Parimeda Jana Subindishatanade Tatangataya Arade Samya Sambudaya Tayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham no Bhagavata Parimeda Jana Subindishatanade Tatangataya Samya Sambudaya Ayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Om Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham no Bhagavata Parimeda Jana Subindishatanade Tatangataya Samya Sambudaya Ayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham no Bhagavata Parimeda Ayataham Subindishatanade Tatangataya Samya Sambudaya Ayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham no Bhagavata Parimeda Jana Subindishatanade Tatangataya Samya Sambudaya Ayataham Pune Pune Mahapune Aparimede Pune Aparimede Pune Jana Sambarvachidam Sarasundara Parikastamade Kavana Samanga Sambambikindamane Parivare Yasuham. You all are very interesting people. I hardly can feel that you are thinking of your own mother. You forget your mother totally. When you reciting this precious holy mantra, you must remember your mother. The moment you remember your mother, the long life Buddha said, the angels bless her to have long life and a great liberation. And you must think of all mother sentient beings. This is not your therapy that you just feel inner peace and feel yourself. You should not be selfish. You must think of your mother and father and all your friends, all the human beings you like and don't like. With equal respect and love to everyone, you think of all human beings. You think of all the divine spiritual leaders, religious leaders, all the great political leaders who also want to bring peace and protection for the world. You must think of all peace-loving spiritual people in the entire world. Think of them and wish for their long life and great success. They will receive our blessing. If you don't think of them, then you are blank, Then you are almost like dead. Dead people cannot think. The corpse cannot think. When I recite thinking of all mothers and beings, I feel that you are not thinking of anything. Like Bala's thinking of nothing. You must think of your this life's mother with so much respect, with so much love. And then for all beings, you must think of them. If you are selfish, this is your greatest sin, You think of all, pray for all, care for all, then you are a great bodhisattva. Then you are a great being. Otherwise, you are nothing. You must make yourself a great being. The great beings always think of others, love others. Remove pain and suffering from others. Take universal responsibility to liberate all mother sentient beings. Those are great beings. Those are great bodhisattva. These are true Buddhist, true religious believer. This recitation of mantra, meditation is not for your therapy, for your peace, inner freedom. You relax and then fall asleep, You must use this universal divine technique of long life, good health, and liberation with the universal loving compassion, with the universal belief and the universal devotion, You must recite this mantra. Only then you will bless yourself and you will be able to bless everyone. Om Namo Bhagavata Paramita Hyena Savinejta Sarasaya Tatangadaya. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Think of your father and mother. If you don't love your father and mother, you don't love anyone actually. You are very selfish people. If you love for your mother, who give you so much love and sacrifice, if you think of her, love her, respect her, only then you are able to love everyone. If you cannot love your mother, if you cannot love and respect your father and mother, who are source of your life, you don't love anyone. You are the most selfish people. The teachings of Buddha, the practice of Holy Dharma, is based on the altruistic intention, based on the practice of universal love and compassion, taking universal responsibility for everyone's liberation,
Those are the best disciples for practice Holy Dharma. Those are real Dharma practitioners. Others are not, Please think of all Mother Sentient Beings with infinite love and bless everyone.
Om Namo Bhagavate Paramedayana Sarinjishratsanadaya Tangadaya Samya Sampadaya Tadaya Tampane Panema Paneha Paramedipane.
You don't look at me also. I'm just illusory form. If you look at my face, you don't get anything. You just remember what I teach you. The meaning of the, awareness. You must keep your mind with full awareness of universal loving compassion. I don't believe you. I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to love me. I want you to believe yourself, your own divine nature, perfect nature, which is Buddha nature. I just help you to realize your inner Buddha nature and inner freedom nature and inner loving nature. I want you to develop it, realize it, and liberate yourself and take universal responsibility to liberate all Mother Sentient Beings. I'm a finger to point the moon, If somebody pointed at the moon, you have to look to the moon and you have to look at the moon. Not the finger. Finger is not important. Finger is only one who shows. You must try to understand what the finger wants to show. The finger wants to show point the moon, and you have to look to the moon. Appreciate the moon. Enjoy seeing the moon. Not just get crazy about the finger. Make the finger very important for you. That's why early religious leaders, spiritual leaders, they got a great opportunity to take all kind of advantage, because all the religious believers, they just believe too much to the religious leaders and religious spiritual leaders without knowing that these religious leaders, these spiritual leaders who come in your life, they want to show your Buddha nature, your God nature within yourself, and they want you to realize this and enjoy this and free yourself forever. You are busy to please and make happy with all the religious leaders, spiritual leaders, with very strong attraction, with strong kind of fixation, without concentrating, without focusing your Buddha nature, your enlightened nature, your freedom nature. I am serving you to realize your Buddha nature, enlightenment nature, freedom nature, loving nature, and then all of you reach enlightenment. Not that all of you believe me so much, love me so much, without realizing your own Buddha nature, without achieving great liberation. Then I'm also a cheater. I'm cheating you. That's why religious leaders, spiritual leaders, who are not sincere, who are not loving, they can use religious people, their own followers, their own disciples, to collect a lot of wealth, to collect a lot of fame and reputation. Everybody is using us. But Buddha is not using us. Buddha just point your Mother Sentient Beings, Buddha nature, perfect nature, which is within themselves. The Buddha wants to introduce this divine nature of Buddha nature, enlightenment nature, loving nature, peace nature of mind of yourself, and help you to remove ignorance and realize it through developing wisdom, enlightenment, and through removing ignorance. So I want all of you to realize. Why are you looking at me? No, don't look at me. You can hear me. Your beautiful things, beautiful essences within yourself, not with me, not in my face. Don't look at me, please. You have closed your eyes. The most beautiful divine nature, forever loving nature, forever freedom nature, forever Buddha nature, forever perfect nature, forever blissful nature is within you. It's your own nature. Your spiritual master and Buddha try to introduce this divine, your beautiful nature inside you. You have to look your divine nature and realize your divine nature and free yourself forever. Liberate yourself forever. Don't play fool with this religious, religious believers, followers make the religious leaders, spiritual leaders fool. Giving too much priority, giving too much respect, you know, and without realizing all the religious people, all the spiritual leader who emphasize to realize your divine nature, which is God nature, Buddha nature, which is within yourself, you know. Otherwise, religious leaders, spiritual leaders are cheating their disciples, their followers, and followers are cheating their disciples because they show too much love, too much respect, without realizing the essential quality of nature of your mind, which is Buddha nature. That all religious leaders, all Buddha spiritual leaders, they want to, all of you, all their followers, all their disciples, want to know the God nature which is within yourself, Buddha nature which is within yourself, the everlasting freedom, everlasting loving nature of yourself. Realize this, and you become one with God, or you become a Buddha. That's what all religious leaders, spiritual leaders, spiritual teachers, they want. So otherwise, their followers, the disciples, they cheat their religious leaders, spiritual leaders, and their spiritual teachers, showing too much attention, showing too much respect. Spoil your religious leaders, spiritual leaders, you know. And then, of course, the religious leader, religious leader, spiritual leader, gurus, everybody, they see who are not perfect, who are not enlightened. No? They see there's opportunity to take so much advantage from their religious believers and their followers, you know. Religious followers and disciples cause that your master, your religious leaders cheat you so much because you are so naive. So that's why we have perfect Buddha, you know, the Supreme Buddha, which is our perfect teacher, who introduced our Buddha nature, our forever loving nature, forever peace nature, forever freedom nature. Buddha point our divine nature, our perfect nature, through teaching the Holy Dharma, the wisdom enlightenment, and then help you to practice universal wisdom of enlightenment, and help all of you to realize your own Buddha nature, your own perfect nature, which is forever loving nature, enlightenment nature of your mind. That all of you reach enlightenment. This is our focus. This is our purpose. No? Our purpose is not to show so much emotion to each other, you know, without practicing Holy Dharma properly. You know? Our purpose is to reach our essence, realize our essence, and become perfect Buddha, achieve great liberation. Our purpose is universal purpose of realizing the divine quality of nature or mind, and divine quality or essence of nature of all phenomena, which is a forever loving nature, which is forever enlightenment nature, which is forever emptiness nature, which is forever immaculate nature, which is forever blissful nature, which is forever freedom nature. No? The purpose is that all of us realize this. Buddha's teachings purpose is that all of we realize this divine truth, divine essence, that all of you achieve great liberation, achieve Buddhahood, and help all mother sentient beings to achieve Buddhahood. This is our purpose. There is no other purpose. My purpose to teach you is not to collect money. That's why since I came to Europe, I never asked entrance fee. People who ever come to me, whether in the Royal White Monastery in Nepal, or whether in the Dharma Center in Hungary and Germany, everywhere, my purpose is to teach you the Buddha Dharma and open your eyes and wake you up in the divine nature of your Buddha nature, and enlightened nature, God nature, or freedom nature. My purpose to have you TS, not to charge for your, you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and accommodation all free of charge. You know this. Since I met you, since many years, I'm doing this. My purpose is not to earn money from you. My purpose to teach Dharma is not to take some advantage from you. My purpose of teaching Dharma to you is that all of you achieve the meaning of your life through the practice of Holy Dharma, and all of you reach enlightenment, that all of you achieve great liberation, that you all will become an enlightened, holy, great Bodhisattva, who can help all our Mother Sentient Beings, who can liberate all Mother Sentient Beings, who can enlighten all Mother Sentient Beings. This is my purpose. All the divine teachers, divine gurus, spiritual masters, they teach me this. I myself try to practice, and even though I'm not the best Dharma practitioner, I practice this. And I want all of you to practice this. And reach enlightenment and help all Mother Sentient Beings. This is our one single purpose. Okay? Otherwise, we are just cheating each other, wasting our time and energy. Yeah? Please think of all Mother Sentient Beings. I told you, think of the Holy Pope, Pope Francis. Francis? The name of Pope was the full name. Francisco. Pope Francisco. And Vatican City. Think of this Holy Pope. Such a great Pope. Now we found one of the most loving, humble Pope. As a divine leader, spiritual leader of Christianity. Think of the Holy Pope. And with heart of love, with heart of respect, pray for his long life. Pray for his divine success of bringing peace and unity and brotherhood of all religion and all human beings. Think of His Supreme Holiness 14th Dalai Lama. With heartfelt devotion, heartfelt belief, think of His Holiness Dalai Lama. With heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, pray for his long life. Recite this long life mantra, pray for his long life. Pray for his wishfulness, that he can go back to Tibet as his holy home, and can liberate countless Mother Sentient Beings. Think of His Holiness 17 Jalwa Karma Ujin Dorje. His Supreme Holiness, the rosary of Supreme Holiness Karmapa comes one after another to liberate all Mother Sentient Beings, to liberate all human beings. No? Sometimes Buddha who want to help the world, who come here to protect the world, to protect all human beings, those Buddha themselves have problem. They also have obstacle created by people who are very jealous, people who are very selfish. That His Holiness 17 Jalwa Karma is not able to go back to his original monastery, which is built by his previous Jalwa Karmapa, the 16th Jalwa Karmapa. He was not able to go back to his monastery, the Ruptik monastery, because there are so many people who are jealous, who are very selfish, who don't help him wholeheartedly to go back to his monastery in Ruptik monastery, which he belongs. No? It's so sad. Now the Indian government also, after His Holiness Karmapa went to teach in Europe and America, the Indian government also don't give him visa to go back to India. What is this? India is home of all the loving religious people. India is home of all religious leaders and religious people. Why Indian government don't give 17 Jalwa Karmapa visa to come back? It's a spiritual home, which is India. Why they don't permit him to stay and go and stay in the Ruptik monastery, which is his original name seat? So even the Buddhas, they have also a lot of obstacles. Buddhas who incarnate in this world in order to protect this world, they also have obstacles created by all the people who are very narrow-minded, very political-minded, very selfish, and who also have a lot of jealousy. Political jealousy, religious jealousy. Even Buddhas, the protectors, they become a victim of obstacles. So we have to pray for long life for His Holiness 17 Jalwa Karmapa Ujin Dorje and also that His Holiness 17 Gyalma Karmapa can go back to India, which is his spiritual home, and then he can go back to Rumtek Monastery in Sikkim, which is his man seat. We have to pray for the long life for 17 Gyalma Karmapa, and also to pray for him that he can soon go back to India, which is his spiritual home, and also to his man seat at the Rumtek Monastery. You know, if anyone create obstacles because they are so selfish, they are so narrow-minded, anyone who instead of helping his 70 Gyalma Karmapa, go back to India and also go back to his monastery Rumtek, if anybody create obstacles, anybody who was jealous and go and stop Buddha Karmapa to do his activity in his spiritual home, India, and also Rumtek Monastery, the Almighty Protector Mahakala, Pendacheng, countless wrathful protectors, deities, they will punish all these selfish people, ignorant people, who block, who create obstacles for 17 Gyalma Karmapa. Om Badr Kilikili Asava Begano Pam. Whoever create obstacles for the Buddha and Bodhisattvas to do his activity, they are demon. They are demon. The demon has no power. No, the demon must not rule this, rule and dominate this world. What is this? And His Holiness says 17 Gyalma Karmapa, he must not give up his spiritual activity to teach all the countless Dharma centers, who is founded by his previous Karmapa, 16 Gyalma Karmapa. There's many hundreds of thousands of, not 100,000, but there are many thousands of centers in Europe and America and everywhere. His Holiness 17 Gyalma Karmapa, until he could go back to India and go back to his Rumtek Monastery, he must teach. He must take previous 16 Gyalma Karmapa's responsibility to teach this world, to flourish Dharma activity, to visit all these countless Dharma centers who are founded by 16 Gyalma Karmapa and his assistants, great masters, you know. His Holiness must carry on his spiritual activity. What is this? Did Karmapa accept the defeat? No. He should not accept defeat. And I know he never accepts defeat. If Karmapa wastes one day without teaching, it's a big loss. People like small bodhisattva, small master like me, who are blessed by 16 Karmapa, if I work for a whole year, I cannot do too much. I cannot benefit sentient beings too much as Karmapa can do in 1 month or 1 day. So Karmapa, so why he stopped his Dharma teaching? Why he stopped to visit all the Dharma centers in Europe and America, everywhere, until he can go back to India? He should show that he's a great warrior, great victorious Karmapa, who never give up his spiritual activity. It's not time for Karmapa to write a book or to stay, close the door and stay in the retreat. Karmapa is naturally born as Buddha. He is born with all Buddha qualities. He has no reason to stay in the retreat, close the door. He should do his activity. This is also activity. This is also an obstacle. The Karmapa all of a sudden stopped to teach, stop his Dharma activities. This is also obstacles. This obstacle is not only Karmapa's obstacles. This is the obstacle of the whole world. The obstacle of all human beings. And we have to pray from our heart. Pray for long life, for 17 Gyalma Karmapa's long life, and also to flourish his Dharma activity, to benefit all sentient beings, to benefit all human beings. No? So you have to think. I'm thinking this, I worry so much. Nighttime, I'm difficult to sleep also. Why Jamgon Kundul, the fourth Jamgon Kundul is, he stopped his activity. 17 Gyalwa Karmapa who recognized small little boy as a fourth Jamgon Kundul has responsibility not only to educate him, not only to recognize him, but he has a responsibility to protect fourth Jamgon Kundul and carry on his the fourth Jamgon Kundul carry on his activity to teach this world, to flourish the divine lineage of Karma Gadyu, divine lineage of Buddha, Dharma and Sangha. Why 12th Thai Siddhu Rinpoche is a great guru, you know, a future guru, Maitreya, and Gyaltsab Rinpoche, the living Bodhisattva, Vajrapani. They should both help Jamgon Kundul to find Jamgon Kundul who is their heartfelt spiritual brother. Why everybody is so silent? This is a big obstacle for the lineage. This is a big obstacle for whole world. So every bodhisattva, every spiritual people must help each other, protect each other to flourish everybody's activity, dharma activity, to flourish everybody's spiritual activity to benefit this world and protect this world. Why, you know, only the selfish one, if someone is unfortunately very selfish, they can keep silence, you know, without finding a solution, you know, without protecting each other, they keep silence. Silence is practice of coward, you know. And I never believe, even in my dream, I don't want to believe that these spiritual leaders are selfish and coward. I don't want to believe this. I don't want to think of this, even in my dream. Now I am blessed by Almighty Protector Guru Padmasambhava and 17 Gyalwa Karmapa, 16 Gyalwa Karmapa. And I am blessed by the living Guru Padmasambhava, Tingku Khenchen Rinpoche. Like that, I am blessed by Chadar Sangye Dorje Rinpoche. I am blessed by 14 Great Dalai Lama and Sajja Kumar Rinpoche. So I have courage to speak like this. This message comes from Almighty Protector Guru Padmasambhava. Every spiritual leaders, every religious leaders must protect each other. Every bodhisattvas must protect each other and help each other to flourish their dharma activity, spiritual activity, to protect this world urgently. Bring peace, unity and brotherhood, everyone. Why some are silent, not doing their responsibility properly. No? Because I told you, religious people are spoiled. Many religious leaders and spiritual leaders are spoiled. Oh, they think they can do anything. No? They just simply enjoy the position. Some got position of a, like Pope, some position as a cardinal, some position of bishop, some got position of a leader of Islamic religion, some got a position of a supreme leader of Buddhism or Hinduism, and they receive so much love, so much respect, you know, from their followers, from their disciples, and they are spoiled. And they are not carrying their activity. They are not taking their responsibility to protect each other and to protect their disciples and flourish dharma activity, you know. And they stay silent. When there's a big problem, instead they go in action, they keep silence. Okay, silence is the best. Because, you know, if I keep silence, I have no problem. If I speak, if I go in action, maybe somebody get angry. Maybe somebody get, you know, my enemy. The Bodhisattvas were never like this and should not be like this. Bodhisattvas must be fearless to protect this world. The Bodhisattvas must be fearless to protect the truth. No? To protect the world. Keeping silence and taking all the advantage from the people, their followers, keeping silence is not original, authentic Bodhisattva's practice, you know. The heart Guru Padmasambhava is very disappointed. That's why Guru Padma says in his prophecy, I was always protecting the Holy Tibet and all the people of Tibet. I'm protecting each and every spiritual people in this world, but the spiritual people to whom I bless and protect, they are not mindful. They are not sincere. No? They are not doing their responsibility to practice the Holy Dharma sincerely by themselves and also to flourish Holy Dharma selflessly, lovingly. They are not doing this responsibility. They are not fulfilling this responsibility. That's why I feel shame with the, Guru Padmasambhava. I get disappointed. I feel shame. There's all these future disciples. They are not taking their responsibility to protect each other, to help each other, and also to protect this world. They are not taking their responsibility. Countless of them, they become political minded, financial minded. They are not fulfilling their activity. They are wasting their time and they are wasting time with their disciples. That's why Guru Padmasambhava says, Pula to Jinja dream of course. Guru Padmasambhava shows the most divine essential practice, Vajrayana. Most secret and powerful technique of a great transformation, Vajrayana. To transform, to purify and transform all 5 negative emotions and all 5 negative actions. He showed the divine technique of Mahamudra, divine technique of Ma'ati, Dzogchen, divine technique of Vajrayana for great transformation. And these spiritual people, these Buddhist people, they are not practicing this. Instead of this, they want to be a philosopher. Instead of practicing the divine technique of Vajrayana, divine technique of transformation, instead of them, they want to write a lot of books. And they make a lot of they want to make discussion. They want to make a lot of discussion, wasting their time and energy for making dialect. They want to be philosopher. They want to be intellectual. Instead of practicing the divine technique of great transformation, Vajrayana, they want to make discussion. They want to waste their time, energy, making discussion, making dialect, making argument, and make competition. Who is more learned and who is less learned, They emphasize to be a competitor, Now they say science, not only you have to rely the philosophy, now they emphasize that you have to rely on science. How much years you want your disciples to waste their time to learn the stupid science? Who only know how to judge, how to calculate the physics and all the outer phenomena. Who have no idea, scientists who have no idea to find the divine treasure, divine nature of their mind, which is perfect nature, Buddha nature, enlightenment nature. Scientists, they find out their investigation through physical investigation. They found some outer kind of some discovery. The scientists, what they found is not through their wisdom, not through their loving compassion, not through their practicing of universal loving compassion, wisdom, enlightenment. Scientists, what they find out is through physical judgment, physical investigation. How you can compare the perfect teachings of Buddha, perfect teachings of Guru Padmasambhava, of great purification, great transformation, compare with the scientists. So that's why Guru Rinpoche also said, it's wrong. Then instead of them, they say, oh, to stay 3-year retreat is nothing. No, 3-year retreat is nothing, no value. This 3-year retreat is programmed by Mahasiddhi Naropa, Pandit Naropa, Telopa. This tradition comes from tradition of Mahamudra and tradition of Guru Padmasambhava's teachings of Mahamudra, Mahati. Scientists, you can learn scientists for thousands of years without finding your nature of mind, without achieving great liberation, without freeing your mind, yourself free from fear and suffering. No? But if you one day you practice Vajrayana, the divine technique of transformation, divine technique of purification, you can get countless miles closer, very closer to reach your essence, which is Buddha essence, Buddha nature. 100 times, 100 years studying of scientists, their time is absolutely wasted. Cannot compare with the 1 hour that you practice Vajrayana ceremony and Vajrayana meditation. So that's why Guru Padmasambhava is not happy. That they are losing their essence, you know. Of course, when they emphasize, like, you know, his Holiness, the 14th great Dalai Lama, he emphasized to practice universal love and compassion, to practice the wisdom and enlightenment, and realize the emptiness nature of all phenomena. You must practice mind training. You must practice universal love and compassion. You must develop bodhicitta. You must realize the emptiness of all phenomena. These teachings are what His Holiness Dalai Lama teach, what all the Buddhas teach, what all the Bodhisattvas teach, is the essential practice of all yana, like Hinayana, Mahayana, also Vajrayana. But these teachings, this practice cannot compare with the scientists. No? Scientists have to learn the teachings of Buddha. The scientists have to learn to practice the universal love and compassion and purify their egoism and duality fixation. And scientists have to learn the wisdom of Buddha and realize the emptiness nature of all phenomena and blissful nature of all phenomena and enlightenment nature of all phenomena. Follower, the genuine follower of Guru Padmasambhava and Buddha Shakyamuni doesn't need scientists to help them. You know? Of course, we can help. If scientists, people want to learn Buddhism, teachings of Buddha, we can teach them. Other than that, what? So that's why I remember now that as a second great Tunjom Jigdali Hidorje, he wrote one of his, in one verse, one poem, instruction. Nyasar leptu tharang mikorwat tambichula nidenche parhos. By practicing universal loving compassion, by practicing the wisdom enlightenment, by practicing the Vajrayana technique of great transformation, we already reach our essence, which is Buddha nature, which is freedom nature, which is enlightenment nature. So you reach there, or almost you are reaching there, and all of a sudden you change your focus, change your direction towards scientists, to learn science, to learn philosophy, to write books, and make competition who is the most smart, you know. You reach already the essence, your essence by practicing Vajrayana, Mahayana, you reach your essence already. You're about to reach, or you already reached. Then why you don't rest there? Why you don't rest there? Why you rest there peacefully, lovingly, compassionately? Teach Holy Dharma, Vajrayana teachings of great transformation for other beings. Why you change your direction towards making a philosophy, writing a lot of books, writing a lot of argument, dialect, and also to learn science. No? You already reach almost in home, or you reach already there. You again change your direction. You again want to be a stupid kind of tourist. You want to make a round trip, wasting your time and energy. That's why we say, also one of the teachings, they says, Tsene yuntong hyeje namba mang, Tsei tsejang dizam mihyepe, Ngang bichule, Oma lemba tan dobingobo tangdolangarcha. We have no time to waste to learn so many things. We have no time to write books. We have no time to make a competition who is more learned and who is less learned. We have no time to learn science. No? We have no time to make politics. The death can come any moment. So before death comes, you must prepare yourself. You must integrate your life to concentrate the practice of Vajrayana teachings, Vajrayana practice of great transformation, and immediately purify yourself, transform yourself, enlighten yourself, achieve great liberation. We have no time to waste. Life is very short, and there are so many things to learn. We have no time to learn because life is too short. We should immediately integrate our life. Learn and practice the essence of Holy Dharma, which is to practice the Vajrayana technique of great purification, great transformation. And immediately try to achieve great liberation before death can come any moment. And this is the true teachings of Buddha. This is the true teachings of Guru Padmasambhava. I hope this is not forgotten by many people, so-called they are spiritual leaders or spiritual people. So that's why every spiritual great leaders, every great religious leaders, every gurus, every lamas, every khenpos, every cardinals, every bishops, every priest, every gurus, every religious leaders, spiritual leaders who are enjoying big community of human beings who are their disciples, who are their followers, they should emphasize to teach their disciples, to educate their disciples, and integrate everyone's life, one's own life, integrate everybody's life, every follower's life, every disciple's life, to practice the Holy Dharma intensively, and everybody achieve great liberation before the death comes. This is the wish and teachings of Buddha and teachings, the wish of Guru Padmasambhava. So when people are not doing this, then they're disappointed. They disappoint the Buddha, who is our perfect teacher, and they disappoint the Guru Padmasambhava, who is our perfect protectors. Bodhisattva must not waste one day, 1 hour without teaching, without benefiting sentient beings. I call myself as an ordinary small Bodhisattva, But every day, almost every day, I never waste my time. I was always doing something, serving something, teaching somewhere, doing some prayer ceremony, meeting people and giving teachings. Because Bodhisattva, even you are ordinary Bodhisattva, they should never waste their time, energy, even one day. I also like to stay in the retreat, He's only 17 Java Karmapa Ujjain Dorje, like to stay in the retreat. Of course, I also like to stay in the retreat. Maybe His Holiness Dalai Lama also want to stay in the retreat. His Holiness didn't take one day for himself. He always teach. His Holiness Dalai Lama. He's now 85 years old. He's still the most diligent, most powerful spiritual leader who never give up a benefit sentient beings, even one day, in 1 hour. We have many spiritual leaders and religious leaders who are working very hard, who are giving their tireless, heartfelt contribution to protect the human beings, to teach human beings. So that's why I'm telling this with a special purpose. Okay, Maybe I was blessed by Guru Padmasambhava to speak this, no? But this live stream, I think not everybody will reach this. You can change your direction now. You always think there. You can change your direction. This live stream, this important message in the live stream now, maybe can reach only few people, few hundred people, you know. I heard now even Facebook, you dominate some leaders. They dominate the Facebook, you know. Shh. They dominate Facebook, and Facebook decide that how many people can. Facebook decide how many people should see this live stream, how many people should see these photos who are, I would say, shown in Facebook. I think the Facebook is also, I thought first, the Facebook is very fair, very innocent, very truthful service for the mankind. Now I also realize, since few years, the Facebook also some powerful people, they also control the Facebook. They dominate Facebook. How many people should see, for example, this live stream, or how many people should not see this? They also control Facebook, also controlled by powerful financial controllers and political controllers. I don't know who are them. I pray for them. I love everyone. If they want to control me, it doesn't matter. Please control me. No. If they want to control all the good people who want to bring peace, who want to protect this world, if someone is happy to control them, please control. And you can also control the God. You can control Buddha also. Try your best. You know, how much you can control. But now all the human beings are very intelligent. Now human beings are more educated, well informed. It's not easy to control whole human being. Not easy to dominate all human being. Not easy to make all these beautiful human beings who are very educated. Not easy to make them your slave, you know. Human beings themselves have education, right understanding, you know. So sorry for this. This is not. I don't want. This is something I don't want to say, but never mind. So there's a lot of people everywhere. So many kind people. So many peaceful people. So many loving people who want to appreciate everyone, who want to respect everyone, who love everyone, who want to bring happiness and smile in the heart of everyone, in the face of everyone. God bless them. They are real bodhisattva. They are real holy son and daughter of Buddha, holy son and daughter of God. I wish wholeheartedly for their success with heartfelt gratitude. And there's many human beings who are absolutely political minded, financial minded, who are very selfish, who are very greedy, and who don't learn the wisdom, who don't learn the essence of our religion, who don't want to know anything about their meaning of their life. They think their life is their junk, you know. People who don't know how to take care for the health, and people who don't know the importance of health, they go everywhere, eat all the junky food, you know, and make themselves absolutely sick. You know, physically sick and mentally sick. But there are so many people who are very concerned about health, who knows how important his health is. They are very careful what they eat, what they drink. Many of them become vegetarian. Many of them don't drink alcohol. Many of them, they try to eat all the biological food, you know, healthy food. They want to enjoy good health and long life. And also want to introduce other people to be more vegetarian, eat more healthy food, you know. So this world is mixture of all the good and bad and the selfish and kind people mixed, you know. make very difficult to make everybody perfect, everybody loving, everybody correct. Difficult, but we try very hard, no? All the peace-loving people in this world, all the spiritual people in this world, who are true followers of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, who are true followers of Lord Jesus Christ and Holy Mother Maria, who are true followers of Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, Lord Ram and Krishna, who are true followers of a true Islam, and who are true followers of all the living spiritual leaders and religious leaders. We try to give our heartfelt contribution, heartfelt service, to bring peace, unity, the brotherhood of all religion and all human beings. As long as we live, we will never give up to love everyone, to serve everyone, to bring peace, unity, and brotherhood to everyone. We will all give, together we'll give our best contribution, heartfelt contribution, tirelessly, to protect this world and to bring peace, unity, and brotherhood, whole humanity. We will do it, no? And our success is depending on the fortune of this whole human being. If whole human beings are more peace-loving, more virtuous, more spiritual, we can easier protect this world and bring peace, unity of all religion and all human beings. If more and more people become more selfish, more aggressive, more greedy, more ignorant, more and more human beings are more lost, we will find very difficult to protect them all, you know. Because the demon is about to eat this world, you know, destroy this world. And those people who are very selfish, very aggressive, very ignorant, they are supporting the demon who want to destroy everyone, who want to destroy this world and whole human being. Where else there's Buddhas, countless Buddha and Bodhisattvas are there to protect all human beings and to protect the entire world. You know? Through teaching the practice of the wisdom enlightenment, through teaching the practice meditation, through the teachings of practicing universal loving compassion, through the supreme through the guidance of achieving genuine peace, unity, and brotherhood, with tireless activity, with tireless effort, many countless human beings who are spiritual, who are genuine followers of any religion, they try to give their best contribution to protect this world and to protect all human beings. So we can only protect this world and all human beings only if we can increase the number of spiritual people. No? If there's like 10 million people who are very spiritual, who are very peace-loving, who are very spiritual, we have 10 million power to protect this world. No? And if there's 1 billion, we have greater power. If there's 1 billion people who are very spiritual, who are very peace-loving, who are practicing meditation, who are practicing universal loving compassion, who are practicing the wisdom enlightenment, if the 1 billion people are practicing, we are very powerful. There's 1 billion people who are absolutely generous spiritual. We will not have difficult to protect this world and all human beings. If there's more than billion and more billion, 2 or 3 billion, of course, then we can make heaven on earth, you know. We can bring heaven on earth. So that's why every bodhisattvas, every great spiritual leaders, every spiritual people, we have to work very hard to practice the Holy Dharma diligently for our own liberation and to teach the Holy Dharma, to practice Holy Dharma to your families, to your son and daughter. At least if you're a mother who is practicing the Holy Dharma, you can at least convince your son and daughter and your husband to believe in Dharma and practice Dharma. This way, we all spiritual people, Dharma practitioners, have to work very hard to practice Holy Dharma for sake of our own liberation and teach this Holy Dharma. Share this inspiration, this wisdom to other fellow beings, to practice Dharma and increase the number of spirituality, Dharma practitioners, and protect this world more powerfully, transform this world more powerfully, and protect all human beings, you know. So now once I start to speak, I cannot stop, sorry. I think it's how many hours now? 2 hours, okay. So now it's 1 o'clock.
Almost 2.
2 o'clock, good, 2 o'clock, good. So did I speak something from my heart, fearlessly, humbly, sincerely. I speak from my heart. And many kind people, countless kind people, they like to hear someone is speaking from his heart, that someone is speaking innocently, earnestly, truthfully, sincerely, without fear. I think many countless human beings who are very kind, they can kindly accept us, accept this, and they will support each other. Like I said, like all the bodhisattvas, all the spiritual people, all the peace-loving human beings, they should protect each other, they should support each other, and all together we must immediately protect this world and bring peace, unity of all religion and all human beings, you know. That's what I mean. So since now I'm in live stream, these are my students. They are since many years, some are just few years, others are many years my disciple. So they don't have misunderstanding with me. They have very kind and right understanding with my speech, with my teaching. And people who are watching in the live stream, I appreciate that you are there to watch this live stream. And I appreciate your kind understanding, that you don't have misunderstanding, that you have a kind understanding, correct understanding. So, you also participated in this divine ceremony. You already heard the oral transmission reading of the Long Life Sutra. You all are blessed, you have long life, good health, and great spiritual success. And we together dedicate this session, a little bit more than 2 hours session, with teachings and reading the oral transmission of a Mahayana Sutra of long life. We dedicate this merit for the long life, strong health, and the spiritual success of all the great spiritual leaders, great Dharma practitioners, great peace-loving spiritual people. And we dedicate this powerful merit for the removal of all the obstacles, for the urgent purification of coronavirus. The coronavirus is one of the viruses. There's thousands of viruses, but coronavirus is one of the viruses, you know. So if we learn how to fight with coronavirus, and if we learn how to win from coronavirus, and if we all become very united, we will also win from the other virus, other surprising virus who are about to come. Or maybe we know how to fight any kind of virus and win over every kind of virus and obstacles, you know. So I hope this coronavirus, good thing about this coronavirus is that this coronavirus, these unpleasant circumstances become friend of us to bring the unity of all humanity. That we human beings are all united to fight against coronavirus and win over coronavirus, you know. But at the same time, we are not yet win over this coronavirus. We are all fighting very tirelessly. We are working very tirelessly to win over this coronavirus. Before we totally win from coronavirus, many politicians, many leaders, many selfish people, many aggressive people, many playful, powerful kind of leaders, they are creating other problems. Maybe they want to be more popular, or they want to be more like demon, I don't know. So there is, hello, please. So they want to bring a lot of additional big suffering, big fears of war, big fears of fighting each other, bombing each other, even able to use the nuclear bomb to each other in order to gain some political power, some reputation, you know. In matter of fact, they are fooling themselves, no? It means that these big leaders who are making the war exercise, army exercise. What you said last time?
Military exercise.
Military exercise, bombing, making nuclear kind of exercise with the divine nature. They are bombing the ocean. They are bombing the Himalayas. They are bombing the nature. They are destroying nature, just to make exercise of this dangerous kind demonic weapon. You know? They are destroying the nature. They are harming the nature. You know, they are bombing in the face of God. All this divine nature of water, elements, earth, element Himalayas, element wind, element space. These are face of God. These are home of God. They are bombing to the home of God in order to make some army exercise to see who's more powerful. They are really running out of their mind, you know. They don't know the value of the Mother Earth. They don't know the value of the holy water elements, earth elements, fire elements, wind elements, which are our life. You know? And so it is so pitiful. But as I told you now, I say a little bit more because I touch a very important subject, a sensitive subject. So who brought war in this world? Who brought most fierce war and conflict? You know, who are the creator of war? Who are the creator of a human conflict and catastrophe? Who are the creator of the war? Who are the creator of the conflict? No? Generally, everybody's anger is the cause of war. Fighting, cause of conflict, cause of making a war, of course. Specifically, the creator of the war is those who want to loot others, who want to take away others' land, others' wife, others' husband, others' children, others' property, others' gold, others' silver, and others' food. The looters, you know? The looters are creator of war, creator of suffering, creator of fear, creator of crime, you know? They are the starter of war. So until everybody's anger is not purified, everybody's greediness is not purified, everybody's selfishness is not purified, everybody's madness, ignorance is not purified, it is very difficult to achieve genuine peace, unity, and brotherhood of whole humanity. It is very difficult to create a miracle of everlasting happiness or everlasting peace. No, very difficult. That's why the teachings of Buddha walk from the root. Teachings of Buddha teach us how to purify our anger from the root, how to purify our selfishness from the root, how to purify our ignorance. The ignorance is cause of making all kind of madness, you know. How to purify our ignorance from the root. Ignorance, greediness, selfishness, anger, who are the root troublemaker. How to purify them, how to get rid of them forever from their root. Buddha teach the holy Dharma. If somebody practices the the holy Dharma sincerely and diligently, they are those fortunate human beings who can cut the root of suffering, which is ignorant, who can cut the root of fear, which is ego attachment, no? Who can cut the root of poverty, root of hunger, which is to purify their greediness, you know. So in the holy practice holy Dharma, Buddha teaches to practice universal loving compassion, to purify and transform our egoism into universal loving compassion. Buddha teaches us to practice universal wisdom of enlightenment, to purify all the stupid, ignorant, and misunderstanding. No? When the ignorant is purified, transformed, when the egoism and selfishness is purified by the practice of universal loving compassion, and the ignorance is purified by the practice of the wisdom enlightenment, then we already cut the root of suffering and fear and achieve great liberation, achieve Buddhahood, which is our divine nature, achieve great freedom, everlasting freedom, which is everyone's essence, everyone's nature, and everyone's quality, you know. So now, instead we criticize others, no? Instead we criticize others, get angry with others, and also feel very disappointed with others. Buddha teaches us to first to purify our ignorance, purify our egoism, purify our greediness by the practice of universal love and compassion, by the practice of wisdom enlightenment, by the practice of meditation, by the practice of the supreme technique of Vajrayana, supreme technique of great transformation. We should achieve the great realization of Mahamudra, great realization of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, achieve great liberation, and teach all human beings, teach everyone, teach holy Dharma in order to purify everybody's ignorance, in order to purify everybody's greediness, everybody's selfishness, everybody's jealousy, everybody's greediness, and help everyone to achieve, to realize their Buddha nature, to realize their everlasting freedom nature, everlasting peace nature, everlasting blissful nature, and everyone reach enlightenment. So we find no other choice than to practice holy Dharma and teach holy Dharma to others. You know? By this way, peacefully, lovingly, selflessly, we can purify ourselves, transform ourselves, liberate ourselves, and peacefully, skillfully, wisely, lovingly teach other human beings to practice holy Dharma and help every human being to achieve great liberation, you know. So this is the last choice, you know. By criticizing, it doesn't help. Because if the wise one criticizes the ignorant one, the ignorant will not understand. Ignorant will be very, very angry. Why? What he's talking about? The ignorant always thinks that he's right. Because ignorant have no judgment of eyes. They have no eyes. They are blind. So blind people, if you say this is a white color, what are you talking about? What means white color? I never saw a white color. No, this is a black color. Maybe black color is more easy to understand because you have closed eyes, you feel black. You see only black, you know. So ignorant people will not accept the defeat. So kepa jala meta lumbochila ngata. So if we make argument with ignorant people, selfish people, absolutely greedy people, aggressive people, if we criticize them, by criticizing, if we want to stop them, we cannot stop them. It's like put more fire on the petrol. No? Then it's better to adjust yourself, no? To be very forgiving, very kind, very compassionate, very peaceful, very smiling. Talk something good for them. Give some present, some reward. Let them win first, you know. Serve their victory, you know. And then ignorance, oh, Ignorant people start thinking, oh, these people who are very spiritual, people who are practicing the teachings of Buddha, they are very helpful. They are very serving. They have no anger. They don't criticize me. They just love me. They just feed me. They just benefit me. So the ignorant people get the inspiration from the loving people who serve them, who love them, and who remove their pain and suffering. They start to understand, appreciate our contribution. Slowly we can wake up their mind, no? No? That's the only choice. But otherwise we fight with ignorant people, absolutely greedy people, selfish people, aggressive people. If we criticize them, through criticizing, if we try to stop them, we will not be successful. Guarantee we have no. We will not be successful. So Buddha, that's why Buddha says, Duyungopohi, Nyambarmawa, Chimba, Nyambarmawa, Teochopa, Teotumba. If you speak good about them, if you practice some generosity, give something for them, please them, and you try to adjust yourself skillfully, lovingly, any activity, any speech, any action which is suitable with their emotion, with their kind of atmosphere, and by this way skillfully benefit them, through this you can turn the heart of every human being into Dharma, But if you criticize them, if you say these people are my worst enemy, and you make all kind of unpleasant criticizing atmosphere in all over the world, your enemy will be very angry, more angry, and your enemy become more dangerous for yourself and for your community and for the rest of the world, and out, So that's why Buddha says, only your heartfelt loving compassion and heartfelt loving action, compassion in action, will liberate yourself, liberate everyone, But even though it's quite hard, but we have to do this. If we do this, then Buddha will fulfill our wish. Guru Padmasambhava will bless us, fulfill our wish, and we can fulfill the wish of every human being. No criticizing, okay? Did I criticize anyone? As students, as myself as a teacher, a spiritual master, I may criticize my students with a loving compassion, As a good father and mother, you can criticize your son and daughter, to criticize them and correct their mistake and make them a great human being. Otherwise, generally, into political level, into large level, large scale, our criticize will not help much. Our criticize will bring more anger, bring more enemies, So, that's why he said, as follower of Buddha and practitioner of Dharma, we have to practice holy Dharma diligently, wholeheartedly, and purify ourselves, transform ourselves, liberate ourselves, and also teach holy Dharma selflessly, lovingly, compassionately, wisely, skillfully, and make everyone to practice holy Dharma, and make everyone to achieve great liberation. So this is our final choice, greatest choice, most meaningful choice. Okay? Jai Ho. I don't want you to wait too long for your lunch. Okay. Thank you for your kindness. So we prayed long life and good health for everyone, and with spiritual success and great liberation for everyone. Thank you. If there are some friends and students who are live stream, thank you for your kind understanding. Thank you for I feel your appreciation also. Some of you start thinking this, Guruji is very sincere, very innocent. He speaks from his heart. His purpose is to bring peace, unity, the brotherhood of all religion, all human beings. His purpose is to protect our world and all human beings. So he is very innocent. His purpose is very kind, very selfless, very innocent, just started forward. So maybe many of people start to realize this truth, and this is absolute truth. No? Thank you for your right understanding. And then this evening, after 6, I think 5:30 is better. 5:30 to 7, we will practice again. So now this lunchtime, I want to give you 4 hours free. Do you have 4 hours? Less than 4 hours, 3 hours. You can enjoy the hot spring, the spa, hot thermal spring. Some of you can visit there. It's just 5 minutes to walk. You can enjoy KUNHEGYES thermal hot spring, you know, after lunch. You can go there 2 hours, come back after 5. 5:30 until 7 is how many hours? 2 hours. No, 2 hours. 1.5. Okay, 5:30 to 7:30, yes, 2 hours. We will come back again and we practice the great ceremony. We practice very intensive meditation with the essential teaching again. Okay? Thank you, Jai Ho. Thank you for your tolerance. Thank you for your kind participation. You are greater than me, you know. I tell you the truth that you cannot enjoy so much as you are listener. You cannot imagine how much you can learn as a listener than one who teach, you know. The listeners have great opportunity to learn so many great wisdom, so many divine techniques. You can make your heart very rich of Dharma practice, rich of wisdom, rich of knowledge. I remember many times when even when I was studying 11 years in Varanasi Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, when all the great Khenpos, professors, Buddhist professors, and Buddhist great lamas, great Khenpos who teach us the different philosophy, different teachings of Buddha, most time I was crying out of devotion. Oh my God, oh Dharma, to hear the sound of the truth, to hear the Dharma teaching is so meaningful. It's such a great gift, unforgettable great gift, and this benefit lasts forever, you know. So now I am giving this opportunity to my kind students who accept me as your spiritual master. Now I want to give this happiness to you. What I got from my masters, from my teachers, I give to you. That's why we all have to pray. All the great masters, many of them, they pass away. And many of them, they still living. So that's why myself and all my students, all of you, we pray together for the long life, strong health, and great wish fulfillment of all my great spiritual leaders, spiritual masters, spiritual teachers. You know, like His Supreme Holiness, 14th Great Dalai Lama, you know, and this His Holiness Sakya Tenzin, His Holiness Karmapa, 17th Karmapa. I also got initiation, you know, I got teachings from him already. I got initiation, Mitupa, Akshobhya Buddha's initiation. In Bonn, in Korn Bonn, when His Holiness visited in Germany. How many years before? 4 years before. Huh? 4 or 5 years before.
2015. It was 2015.
Yeah, I also got some initiation and teachings from his 17th Javakarma Vajintan Dorje and Bodh Gaya and during Kaju Malam time, you know. And my Supreme Great Masters who are still living, we are so fortunate our Great Master, Supreme Master, His Holiness 14th Great Dalai Lama is my Supreme Master, from whom I got several times Kala Chakra initiation and Dorjen Jigje initiation and Changjub Sembicho Balanjuba Chonjuk, you know. Perfect behavior of a bodhisattva, you know. And I received teachings initiation from 17 Jarvakarma Vajintan Dorje. I received teachings from His Holiness 12 Kajing Thais Durumbache, the living Maitreya Buddha, I received many teachings and initiation from His Holiness Jalsab, Koship Jalsab Rinpoche. I received initiation and teachings from His 10th Holiness Sanjay Nyemba Rinpoche. I received many teachings from His Holiness Kenjen Thampu Rinpoche, who is still living. Like this, I have received many. I received teachings from His Holiness Sakya Tenzin, Bajar Kilea initiation. It was in one in Singapore, one in Kuala Lumpur, I think in Malaysia. And I also received some teaching to Chen Kaji or something in Bodhanath. And like this, I have many spiritual gurus who are still living. So myself and all my students, we all together pray for their long life, for their spiritual success, and for their wish fulfillment. Okay? Yeah. And then also I have many spiritual brothers and sisters, spiritual brothers, the holy monks, Kempos, lamas, professors, tulkus, who study with me, and who also, some of them, they stay the 3-year retreat with me, and many of them. And we got teachings from the previous, the young Dusing Rinpoche, no, 3rd Dusing Rinpoche, who visited his KUNHEGYES. He stayed more than 1 month here. We received initiation, you know. He received initiation from Dusing Rinpoche. What, do you remember? You remember what we got?
Yes, Milarepa.
Yeah, Milarepa initiation, Akshobhya initiation, and Bajar Kilaya. Bajar Kilaya not.
No,
Kamala Bakshi initiation, you know. Long life initiation, Dusing Rinpoche, no. Dusing Rinpoche is busy to do his spiritual activity, teach in, now I think he's now in Czech Republic or somewhere there in the air. He has his own schedule. He has a very little time, you know. He has a very tight schedule, or middle of tight schedule. Dusing Rinpoche come here, stay more than 1.5 months, 2 months almost. And we are very fortunate. In future, I hope His Holiness will visit us, when Dusing Rinpoche will visit us and teach us. And like this, I hope, next time when I see His Holiness Sarani Jalwakamapa, I will wholeheartedly request him to visit Hungary, Romania, and visit this Mahamudra Meditation Center, you know, and bless us, teach us, initiate us, you know. So when the coronavirus go away after a few months, I think we will experience kind of a overwhelming joy and opportunity to carry on our spiritual activity more intensively, more beneficially, and more strongly. Thank you. So now I'm speaking a little too much. All the things, what I told you, I told from my heart, sincerely, truthfully. If you appreciate it, or if you understood well, you are welcome. You are a very great being. This shows you, all of you are a very great being. You have a great judgment. In case, if you think I say something wrong, something makes you a little bit unhappy, please forgive me. I don't mean it, but if you understood that way, so there's projection, you know, projection. There is samsara as projection of your mind, you know, with samsara which is full of fear and suffering, is a projection of your mind which is not free from ignorance. Nirvana is also a projection of your mind which is free from ignorance. Mind which is filled with the wisdom and enlightenment, that mind reflects nirvana, everlasting freedom, everlasting great liberation. So all good and bad is projection of ourselves. It's our own projection. This shows who we are, what we are. No? Thank you. Jai Ho, Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Thank you. You finished? No, before, prepare for the good lunch. Today we have pasta, Italian pasta, Bologna, what's it?
Bologna.
And Greek salad. Yes. So make good space for the make good space. Is like this, as a kaprabati, no? the Indian yoga guru Ramdev, he said, this sounds like hum, 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 you know. But now he will say, is the mantra of Ma'ati. Is mantra of the divine wisdom of enlightenment. No? So we recite mantra stone, like you shoot the arrow, you know. Danudar Arjun, the best
Archer.
best archer, the supreme archer, who throw his arrow towards the target with full power, full speed, you know. So like you are throwing arrow, shooting arrow with full speed and reach the target, pluck the target, or destroy the target, you know, or reach the target, whatever. So like so what is the target? Arrow. Mantra is arrow of the wisdom of enlightenment. The mantra is mantra which symbolizes the wisdom of enlightenment. So mantra is the arrow of wisdom of enlightenment. The target is ignorant, which destroys and which removes ignorant. So we throw the arrow of the wisdom of enlightenment to the target of ignorant and duality fixation, and purify ignorant in that same moment. Diminish ignorant forever. Transfer ignorant into wisdom enlightenment. And our ego is also our target of shooting the arrow of wisdom of enlightenment. You know, and realize the selfless nature of ourselves, which is Buddha nature. Again, so when ignorance is destroyed, purified, then we achieve everlasting bliss, everlasting happiness. Symbolize the everlasting happiness and everlasting great bliss. Okay, again. I think Yanka or someone stay like this. Oh, someone. This is not good. You cannot pluck the. You cannot target reach the target. You know, very powerful. No? Stay straight. Stay straight. Stay straight. Do it more powerfully. You know, more straight. Don't support you. Your back should not get support of your chair behind.
Ne dőljünk hátra, üljünk egyenesen.
Yeah. Again. And you should not close your eyes. Otherwise, you are very selfish. Selfish. You know. No. When you are selfless, then you open your eyes. You are wake up. Not you are sleeping. No? Eyes open, smile. And smile when you say minutes every day, you will lose your weight, lose your fat, and lose your ignorance. You know? Make your body fit and your mind fit with wisdom of enlightenment. Thank you. All the best. Jai Ho. Jai Ho. Thank you. Jai Ho.